Welcome everyone to the Road to Grand Champion series, the long-awaited series I might add, where we'll be helping you guys get out of the rank you're currently stuck at, but don't worry, you won't be doing this alone because we have a guest. This is Wiseman Aldous,
and just like you guys, he also wants to rank up, so
we're going to be taking him and you guys out of the ranks you're currently stuck at, up to Grand Champion 1. And with that being said, this is Wiseman Aldous' journey to Grand Champion.
What's going on, y'all, and welcome back to the Road to Grand Champion series. This is episode number 24. Now, in the last episode, we did have quite a few interesting games as well, but there's one thing I did notice while watching the recordings back, something that I do that I don't really talk about during the series. I kind of just do it on autopilot, so I don't exactly notice I'm doing it, but I know that I'm doing it. So one thing I do want to bring out is I'm always rotating in a way to where I'm not leaving my teammate back by themselves. Now, I never brought that up at all during the videos, not that I'm aware of. I probably brought it up once or twice. I know I brought up not challenging against last man. You don't want to be barreling in for the ball if you're the last man back. If you're first man, you can challenge if your teammate is behind you. But one thing I have been doing here is I've been trying to let my teammates be the ones challenging. Therefore, if they get beat, I'm the one back on defense and covering the net. You don't want to leave your teammate back by themselves on defense, especially if you know they have a habit of not making the saves or own goaling. You want to make sure you're not leaving your teammate back by themselves on defense. But with that being said, we left off the last episode at Plat 2 Div 4 at 761 MMR. So we're really close to Platinum 3, and we're getting closer and closer to that Diamond rank. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on into game number 1 and see what game number 1 has to offer for us. Alright, so we're in game number 1, and we have... Let's see here. We're against Guka and Dark, and we have Max on our team. So as you can see, people up here are around Plat 3 and Diamond 1. Yeah, we do here. We seem to have some diagonal flippers now. The players are diagonal flipping on the kickoffs. Not really speed flipping as of yet. Dark trying to go for an air duel. As you can see, the players look like they're a little bit quicker going up for certain things here. So we'll see what happens here. Try to be behind our teammate here. So I stay in shadow position. We're kind of last, but our teammate is behind us now. We want to try to get Dark to throw away the ball here to our teammate. Nice, so now our teammate can challenge. So now we're getting to the point to where we can actually start talking about that now. Where we're trying to get the opponents to toss possession to our teammate or to us so that we can collect a free ball. Kind of be here, make them panic a bit. Teammate should be able to go. Nice. Good challenge from our teammate. Hits it up the sidewall. We're going to position back, wait for his touch. He ended up missing. We can try to challenge here. That's not quite. Our teammate should be back, but he ended up missing. They end up missing as well, so it should be fine. Guka ends up missing. Dark ends up missing again. Thought a front flip here. Our teammate ends up hitting it over to the side, but it's fine there. Gonna kind of stay back here with last man. Try to go all the way back. There's no boost on this side. We try to grab this corner and take time. No threat because the ball's in our corner. Our team wants to go. That's fine. Nice. Nice. Good try on the flip from our teammate there. Dark ends up missing again. We'll try to go around it here. We end up getting bumped. Try to grab this boost here. Wait to see what Guka does. We're both back here, so one of us has to challenge. Nice. Good challenge from our teammate there. Wait on Dark. Touch off the sidewall, and if we just flip here, should be on target. We might get a goal. Nice. So as we see, we're always waiting for the opponents to make touches that don't matter. You see how he's hitting the ball to the sidewall there? He's not accomplishing anything with that touch, so there's no need to challenge that. Let him hit it to the sidewall, wait on the bounce, collect a free ball, and you get a free shot on that. Nice, good challenge from our teammate there. Really good pop from Guka there to get it up and around our teammate. We'll try to catch this. Try to challenge now. We don't want him getting a free touch towards our net. Our teammates should be able to challenge. Nice. So our teammates are starting to be into positions where we're actually expecting them to be. Where they're starting to be behind us a lot more. Instead of like on the side of us or challenging the same ball we're going for. Our teammates are starting to be in positions that we actually are able to recognize. So that's a good thing that we're starting to notice here. Our teammates in front of us. He wants to go. Nice, he can go. He can grab the corner too if he wants. Nice, he might get beat here, which is fine. We'll try to aerial up for this ball. Nice, decent save from us there. Based on what I'm seeing from the players so far, how fast they're going up and things like that, I feel like going up for an aerial like that and getting a save like that is definitely within the realm of possibility here so far, since we're getting closer to Diamond. Gonna kind of wait on Guka here, see what he does. Nice, really good save from our teammate there. As you can see, players are getting really good at getting saves into their corner. It's really important to get a save into your corner. so that the opponents have a harder time saving it, right? I think our teammate's up for that as well. No, there's just two opponents. Try to challenge this here. He ends up missing. Nice. Really good shot from my teammate. And they're being toxic. So what I did here was I moved up for the ball. As I said, I don't have to challenge. I don't have to barrel in. I don't actually have to hit the ball. You're just trying to add pressure onto the opponent's there, right? Just move up, be somewhere in the general area. That way, you can make them panic while still being grounded and not committing. But once you flip, you commit, right? So you don't want to flip and be committed to a ball, especially for a ball you're not going to reach. Try to stay close here. Try to get the ball around them here. Try to get this here. We're gonna get safe from Dark there. Ruka's trying to bump us. Dark ends up getting a touch over to the side. Our team wants to jump for it, so we need to try to get back here as quick as we can because he ended up jumping up past us even though we were first man. Try to get a touch to the side so they can't score here. Wait on Dark, he ends up missing. And if we just front flip here, we might get a shot. Kuka gets back in time. Good job from our teammate there to put it in the corner. Our teammate's playing really solid this game. A couple of mistakes, but everybody makes mistakes. Try to speed this up. We don't have much boost. Try to challenge Dark here if we can. Not quite. Our teammate ends up getting bumped, so we have to get back in that and defend because he's not back. We're gonna try to get a touch over the wall here. Kuka's up. He ends up not getting the greatest touch. Oh, we hit the ball around our teammate. We're gonna say my bad. I assume that he wasn't gonna jump. I try to front this out from on top of the goalpost there. Not quite. So we don't end up getting the best play there. We end up hitting the ball out mid, and it goes straight to Dark. So those situations can be kind of awkward to deal with on the back wall like that. And we haven't really mentioned back wall defense, but we're kind of at the point to where it might be needed. So you can defend on the backboard, and you want to try your best when you're getting a kill off the backboard to not clear it to the opponents and try to clear it to the corner or somewhere farther out. Alright, really get 50 from my teammate there. If we side flip, we should get a goal. Nice. Great pass from my teammate there. Really, really good pass from my teammate. Really good pass there. Okay. Sorry, I had to do something. My teammate's going. Nice. I'll stay close to this. They're both sitting in net. So, pretty interesting there. To go for this. Just kind of get a hard foot up the field here. Try to steal the boost. They end up getting the boost. Just gonna try to sit back here, and they're not really playing, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Try to half flip here. Get back to net. Grab the corner boost. See what Dark does here. Goku's jumping for it now. Gets a decent touch forwards. Try to be here. Try to be here. Try to backflip. I can't want to go for it as well. I'll just stay with this, and that's going to conclude game number 1. So we end up getting 9 MMR here. We end up moving up to 770, and I think we are still Plat 2 Div 4. All right, so we're still Plat 2 Div 4, but we might move to Plat 3 this next game, and let's go ahead and move right on into game number 2. All right, so we're in game number 2, and we have all for fun on our team. We're against Nagel and Torres. See how this goes here. Up on kickoff. Try to grab this boost. Trying to see what the opponents are doing. Getting a touch towards the net. We'll try to meet the bounce here. Try to get a touch over to the corner. So we end up 50ing Nagel there and getting a really good touch. We can try to jump and flip here. Nice. So we tried to get up to this ball pretty quickly because Torres was back here. So if we didn't jump for this ball early, Torres probably would have got there before us and probably would have got the block. So we did kind of race him to that ball there to try to get a save. We ended up beating him and getting a really good shot top corner. Now 50 him on kickoff here. Let's see what our teammate's doing. He wants to grab the boost. We'll let him challenge if he wants. Nice, decent challenge from my teammate there. Torres is back though. We'll try to grab this corner boost. Try to be on the back ball here. Single jump. So we just speak about being on the walls, and last game we did start to realize we have to be on the back wall while defending as well. Even though during the how to mechanics video I did mention that we were going to start driving off the walls and popping the ball off the wall, but we didn't quite mention backboard defense because I didn't assume that it would be needed as of yet. But it seems like in certain scenarios now that backboard defense is really helpful, even down here at Platinum. Not a single jump, or a double jump into this, I mean, and get a block. Nice. Should be open for our teammate if he just takes his time. Nice. Really nice shot from our teammate there. Really nice shot. So backboard defense is almost essentially like popping the ball off the wall when you're rolling it up the wall to take a shot. Except you're sitting on the backboard once the opponents are attacking your net. And once they get a shot that goes towards the backboard or somewhere near your net, you can just drive up to it on the wall and then get the save that way. You see me do it here a couple of times here. We end up demoing Torres there, but our teammate should be back to get this ball. Nice. Good save there from our teammate. See what he wants to do here. We're just going to stay behind him. Should bounce middle to us if we just aerial up for this. We should get a block. Nice. Try to jump and flip for this as well. Nice. I'll try to stay near here. Try to jump and flip here again. Really good block from Nagel there to get that block. Or to get that save. Wait, our teammate. Nice. Really get clear out of the corner from our teammate. Got the boost. Nice. Really get pinch as well. So it might bounce off the back wall and go straight to us. So wait to see if they miss. Nice. He ends up flipping it back to us. We'll try to take a shot here. Not quite. Gonna grab the boost and immediately move behind our teammate here. Because our teammate is challenging. You want to make sure there's always someone behind you. Or that you're always behind your teammate when they're taking a shot. We're going to go around this here. It's going into the corner, so there's not really much of a threat here. Let our teammate try to get it. He missed. Try to get it clear out. That's what I was talking about being behind our teammate. There'll be front flip here. Nice. As long as you're always behind your teammate, as I was saying in the intro as well, you always have like a layer of defense. You don't trust your teammate back on defense. You don't leave them back by themselves on defense. That way you don't have to complain when they miss a save. As long as you're making sure that you're immediately rotating back behind your teammate after your play is done, you shouldn't have to worry about your teammate being left by themselves back on defense. Alright. Try to make them do something with the ball. Our teammate insta challenge there, but we're back. As you can see. Should be able to jump and flip for this here. Nice. Really, really hard save, but we'll just wait for this. And for Torres, he ends up missing, and we can jump and flip once again. Close, not quite on target, but our teammate is there. Really good shot attempt here. The ball comes to us. We can try to go around it, get a touch forwards. I don't wait here. Wait on the bounces, but on the bounces, try to front flip to get it to the middle. Not quite. Try to go around here, go behind our teammate, like I said. And as you can see, we're behind our teammate now. They're going into the corner, so there's no real threat. Alright, so they almost saved that. We'll try to half flip here. Get the ball. Nice. Try to challenge Nagel here. Let our teammate go. He's there. Ended up missing, but that's fine. We'll try to stay back for last man. Remember, we're going to need to challenge. We're on their touches. Nice. So now we're back. Our teammate's back as well, so we can try to challenge. Our teammate challenged, so that's fine. We're on Torres. It bounces middle. Our teammate jumped, and so did Nagel. We can try to jump and shoot here. Not quite. Gonna bounce center. See where our teammate wants to go. He gets full boost. We have 22, so we want him to be challenging for us. Nice. He got the boost again. He's moving out of the way, so he wants us to challenge now. We'll just be here. Wait to see what Nagel does. Try to give him the passes to our teammate. And there he goes. He passes to our teammate. Our teammate didn't get the greatest touch, but that's fine. Try to go around this and get a hard clear around Torres if we can. We're trying to jump and flip here again. Nice. Really good block from Torres. Try to grab this corner. We end up bumping him. Our teammate should be back behind us here, so we can go behind him. Let him know that he can challenge. Nice. Our teammate wants to go back because he has no boost, so we'll be here. We're on Nagel's touch. He ends up missing. As you can see, sometimes just being here and waiting for their mistake work a lot better than just barreling in. Because there's no threat there. There's no need for us to actually challenge that. If anything, we're just going out of the way and diving into the corner, accomplishing nothing. Just like we want to keep the ball in the corner on our side, they want to keep the ball in the corner on their side, right? There's no point to challenge the ball in the corner. Nice. Oh man. Tried to jump there and flip, but my car ended up getting stuck on Nagel's car there as well, and we couldn't jump there. Did our teammate go? Nice. So we ended up getting touched to the side. We try to grab this boost. Wait on Torres. Try to move back here into the corner. Try to collect this ball if we can. Try to challenge. Our teammate wants to challenge, so it's fine. Try to let him go. Let's see here. Our teammate's kind of just sitting in front of us here. We're trying to challenge Nagel. Now we bumped him. Our teammate should have a free ball here. Nice. I really get clipped to us. Try to go around this. Try to get a touch towards the net. Nice. And as you can see, simply just taking our time on shots. Even if that he could have possibly blocked this, right? He definitely could have blocked that. He definitely could have blocked that, but We still took our time, lined up the shot, hit it towards the net. If he blocked it, he blocked it, but he didn't end up blocking it, and we ended up getting a free goal there. So ended up working out in our favor. So we do rank up to Plat 3 here, and Plat 3 Div 2. So we gained 9 MMR, and we are 779 now. So that is only game number 2, and you know we have one more game to play. So we're going to go ahead and move on into game number 3. Alright, so we're in game number 3. And we have Undead on our team, and we're against Brew Money and Dawn Eagle. Let's see how this goes. So we're now in Plat 3, so we get a look at how the Plat 3s are here. Nice, another really good cheat up here. Really good save from our teammate there. Really good save. So we're getting closer and closer to that diamond rank. Try to go around this here. Try to get a touch around him. Wait for the bounce up. Our teammate jumping for it. Not quite. We could have definitely jumped and shot that there, but our teammate was going. So just to avoid the double commit, we chose not to go there. Kind of be in the way here. Let's try to rotate back. Go back close here since our teammate's in front of us. Nice. Really good touch from my teammate here. We'll just move up next to him. See what he does. Not too close. Nice. Really good beat from my teammate. He might get a pass middle. Nice. We can try to jump up for this. Flip. Nice. Really get pass from my teammate there. Alright. So we did use our jump timer for quite a bit here, right? We didn't flip right away. We jumped, boosted up a little bit, and just flipped. And we got a really nice shot on that the opponents weren't expecting. So we ended up getting a really nice shot. Really get pass from my teammate there as well. We can go up here, try to get a touch towards the net. And Brew Money was not moving, so he ends up just allowing us to get a free goal. I'm not sure what he was doing here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was, but we'll take it. We've been doing the same drive and flip kickoff since bronze, and it still seems to be working out just fine here. No one's really speed flipping yet, so just gonna try to stay close here. Alright, decent challenge from our teammate, and we're behind him. As I said, we don't want to leave it. We want it to be us on defense here, not our teammate. Try to challenge Dawn here. We end up demoing him, which is fine. Teammate's going. Nice. Try to stay around our teammate here. He wants to go. Not quite sure what he wants to do. He looked like he wanted to rotate back. It looked like he wanted to go in front of us there. Not quite sure what he wanted to do there, but it's fine. Try to side flip here. Not quite. See what they do here. Nice. Really good shot from them. We're a little bit awkward here. A little bit too close. Oh, on the replay we did hit it, but it's fine. I think I say my bad. We'll go up here on kickoff. Doing our front flip kickoff here. Alright, teammate didn't grab the boost there. I thought I seen him go to the boost, but he didn't go to the boost, and he went to the side and then decided to go back to the net and grab the other boost instead of going for the ball. So very interesting play from my teammate there. I'm not exactly sure what he had in mind there, but the kickoff did not go in our favor to begin with, so things like that will happen. Gonna grab this boost here, or just see what the opponents do. We can jump up for this. It took a little while to jump, but we can jump for it. Dawn Eagle is there. He gets a hard play up the field. Our teammate's there, but he's backwards. See here. I move behind our teammate. He looks a little bit awkward here. We're gonna back up here. He's gonna bounce off the back wall here. We're gonna jump and flip here to try to get a decent save. Our teammate ends up missing that as well, and we will get scored on once again. So we didn't end up getting the greatest save here, but our teammates should definitely be trying to go behind us here instead of trying to stay in front of us, because it makes us extremely awkward because you don't know if they're going to go or if they're going to stay. So you might find yourself in some awkward situation like that as well, but it's fine. We can work with it. Try to grab this mid boost. Decent touch post in net from our teammate. Dawn's getting a touch up the field here. We'll let him go to the corner. Let him bounce up the corner. And we end up on goal in here. So unfortunately, we end up getting a horrible touch and end up going straight into the net. Very bad touch here. We'll let our teammate go here. Move up on kickoff. Not the best kickoff in our favor here. We're trying to turn here. We'll try to jump and flip and get a hard hit here up the field. See how they react to it. Nice. Really good shot there. Our power shots are going to be really handy down here, especially when you have a lot of space like this. Sometimes hitting the ball hard is all you need to do to get the ball into the net. You get a hard clear up the field and it goes straight into the net. The opponents are not expecting it, and it's really hard for them to save down here at flat. Try to move up here, try to front flip. Nice. Don's a little bit awkward. We'll try to grab this boost before he does. Alright, so he leaves us the ball here again. Try to keep it close, try to jump and flip. Get it past him. Nice. Oh, go around, our teammate is there. Good touch from our teammate. See, he wants to follow this up. Decent try, not quite. We need to go back here. Definitely need to go back here, try to cover our net. Got to flip here. Nice. Should roll up off the wall there. Try to wait. Our teammate's there. Not the greatest touch, end up going to Brew. Here we are, we can jump and flip here again. Nice. Another really hard shot from us. So, as you can see, just jumping and flipping to generate power is doing wonders down here in plat 3. Just jumping and flipping to get power is very important. As you can see, it's working really, really well. So, the power shots we've been speaking about since gold are working really well even up in plat. And you're going to be using them throughout the rest of the time playing Rocket League. Just jumping and flipping will end up giving you quite a bit of goals down here around the lower ranks. Here we are, just trying to stay behind our teammate here. Nice, we can go for this. Try to drive into this ball to pop it up now. It's not bouncing, so no need for us to jump and flip there. Try to stay, see what Don does here. Going for an air dribble. Into a ground pinch. Get our teammate challenge now. Not the greatest challenge. Don is there. We'll try to aerial up for this ball. Try to get a touch up. See how they react to it. Nice, really good block from Brew there. Try to grab this corner boost. Try to let Legend go for this, see if he passes it to us. Not the best pass, we'll try to half flip here to get back to net. We got a double jump for this. Nice. Shadow defending while backwards can be a little bit awkward and a little bit hard to do. But it is something that I do recommend practicing, saying that you're going to need it later on. A lot later on, actually, not even just a little bit. So it's better that you start learning it early. Some of these things are going to be really, really essential at the higher ranks. So the earlier you learn them, the better off you'll be later on down the line. We'll try to go around this ball so we can hit it forward. On a front flip here, get a lot of power up the field as you can see. We're on the bounce off the back wall, try to jump and flip. Not quite on target. Try to go around there. Our teammate looks like he's going to pass it to us, so we're going to try to be middle. We could block from Brew there. Try to wait here. Don is saying okay for some reason, even though Brew made a really good save there. Really good save from our teammate there as well. Now that our teammate go for that. Nice. Really good pass from my teammate. Everybody ends up missing. He wanted to follow it up again, and I say that makes it really awkward when he's there in front of us. Try to go around this here. Try to side flip to our teammate if he wants. Nope, they were in net, so good job to my teammate to not challenge that there. He was last back. So he knew it was kind of risky to go for that, so he didn't challenge. Really good job from my teammate there to see that. Really good bump from him there too. We try to jump and flip here. Try to see if we can put it on target. Not quite on target. Might have to end up missing, so that might be a goal. Nice. Nice. So they do end up missing here, right? You can see it end up bouncing off the post. It was really weird for them. Brew thought it was going to go in. Don thought it was going to bounce out, and it bounced back towards us. So that was the last thing that they were expecting. That's why you don't want to dive in for that. You just want to sit in position and wait to see what happens. And after you wait to see what happens, you can follow it up and get a free goal a lot of the times after they mess up and miss. Let Brew jump for this. Nice decent touch from Brew. We'll just meet this, and that is going to conclude game number 3. So that does conclude this game and the final game of this episode, and we gained 9 MMR here. So it should look to 788. I think we are still plat 3 div 2. Yeah, so we're still plat 3 div 2, so we're right in the middle of plat 3, and we're getting really, really close to diamond 1. So we might get to diamond 1 within the next episode or 2, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that is going to conclude the final game of this episode. Alright, so that is going to conclude this episode of the Road to Grand Champion series. This has been episode number 24. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. We had a couple of funny moments there. Own goal. A couple of awkward moments as well. We're kind of stuck behind our teammate in some really awkward spots. So just trying to show you guys some positions that you guys might end up in and how you can try to work around them. Sometimes you will get scored on, as you've seen. Sometimes you're in some really, really bad spots to where there's not very much that you can do. But it all comes with experience, of course. The more and more you play, the more and more you'll get used to those situations, and the more and more you'll be able to capitalize on them a lot better. But as of right now, being in plat, focusing on simplicity still, focusing on hitting the ball hard, starting to defend off of the back wall as well, while also learning how to hit the ball off of the wall. But it seems like right now the most useful thing is keeping the ball close and shooting the ball hard on target once we have the opportunity to do so. So practicing power shots is definitely something that I recommend, as well as learning how to shadow defend. So if you need some things to practice, I did bring up those things in my how to mechanics video for gold about power shots and shadow defense, at least the basic level of them, if you guys want to take a look at that and check it out and see if there's some information there that you guys can possibly learn from. Of course, if you have any questions, you can let me know down in the comments down below. And if you guys did like this video, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And as always, let me know if you guys feel like I'm overplaying or if I'm underplaying. I feel like I'm doing fairly decent. Those power shots seem to be doing really well. And I'm just doing what I can to show you guys the most effective ways to score at your rank while still trying to play at your level, still trying to make and replicate some of the same mistakes and some of the awkward situations that you guys might find yourself into. But with that being said, that is going to conclude this episode, and that is it from me. Peace.